Union Shoe Repair started when my husband's grandfather purchased the business back in 1929. Our business has changed over from being repair focused to retail focused.
When I was younger, I always asked my grandfather, how did you end up in Brandon, Manitoba of all places? And he said, we were sponsored by other people that we knew to come into Canada. They just couldn't come on a whim. They had to have a reason and a trade behind their belt to be able to enter the country. And that's why they ended up in Brandon.
His grandfather came in 1929 and bought this as an existing business. Him and his brother purchased it together. They were actually trained cobblers from Greece. Then in 1958, Bob's dad took over the business.
I took over in about 1987, so that goes back about 24, 25 years ago now. But I grew up in the business from a shoeshine boy at 10 years old, and after school would come to work in the retail from when I was about 16 and on.
We are a destination store. People come here because we're known specifically for comfort shoes, for good quality shoes.
We offer a service that one of us will go and fit your family member, either in the hospital, nursing home, any of the ones here in Brandon. So that is something we can do that the other stores can't do as well.
We make house calls.
One challenge is that we are here 6 days a week, so there is no off time or downtime. If there's something that needs to be done, we are responsible for it.
2 generations have worked here, my father, my cousin, and myself. We have our workbench right here. If we're doing a heel replacement on a shoe, we would place it on the jack stand here. This is the jack stand. This is the last. So the shoe is placed in upside down, so you have a solid platform on which to nail or hammer something. Over here is what we have, a patcher, more commonly known as a sewing machine, but it's made for leather. It can sew into thicker pieces of leather. These again date back to the 1930s and 40s. Over here is our finisher, and this machine goes way back, probably to the 1930s. I don't plan on investing in any newer equipment at this point in time, so we definitely make do with what we have, and it's working okay so far. My cousin that was here, Bill Caravas, he was working for my father. Was here 43 years up until he took ill about 6 years ago, and unfortunately we lost him in 2007, and the repair shop fell into my hands. I was at the time running the retail end of our store, and Bill was running the repair shop, and I was just helping him out here part-time as I was available. But on his passing, it left the repair shop just in my hands alone. That's where Angela came in. She had another job at the time. Our decision was for her to quit that job and come here to help run this operation.
Our family life and the business life are intertwined, even if you try to keep them separate.
They always put family first, including our families. So if we need time off to be with our families, we get the time off too.
In 2008, I made a career change to come here to Union Shoe and help my husband with the business. And one of my first jobs was to go through the store and the repair shop to start doing some sorting and cleaning. What resulted from that is this wall, our history wall, and it reflects over 80 years of business in one family. Items that were found in the building were different catalogs, all the manuals for our machines and equipment downstairs, plus all the stationery from our existing location at 924 Rosser. We still have the cash registers we used. The cash register that is over down here in the corner was still used up until the early 90s, until the GST came into play, and that machine could not calculate GST.
We plan on working until we're, as long as we're healthy. So there's no set retirement date.
And we just have to wait and see, how things will play out. We do have grandchildren now, which may be a possibility down the road. But again, we, just like Bob had choices, we want to offer our children and our grandchildren choices.